Hi, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. Hi Christine, I put up that video because this is how the world is right about now. Even I can say I am addicted to the bloody internet. I can say that now. I didn't know it was a thing, but apparently it is a thing, and it's actually got symptoms, and I think it's got treatment and stuff like that. So as you know, right, I was supposed to take a break off of here, wasn't it? Right. But I was around the YouTube streets, up and down everywhere. I mean, obviously, right, you gotta do the other things, check the email, do whatever else you gotta do on the internet. But then what I realize is when you start making videos and start being a content creator, what happens is, right, you're constantly on the internet. You're looking for different things. You're looking for this, you're looking for that, you're looking for this. You'll come across stories, you have to talk about it, especially if you're into certain interests, right? So I didn't actually know it was actually a thing. But anyway, I found myself looking it up on the net, as you do. I found myself looking up the information on the net. So my daughter's in pain. I'm gonna go deal with her as well. I just thought I'd come and do this. Because my older daughter, she tells me off. Mom, you're on the computer too long. Anyways, yeah. So internet addiction is actually a thing. See, they even have it on this website here, Psycho. It's actually a thing, right? And it has signs, symptoms, diagnosis, and treatment for those who may be addicted to the web on their PC or smartphone. But I'm not surprised because they make everything so accessible on the net. One time I think the power went out in this area where I was, and we are so used to putting on the net, giving the child a device, putting on her little nursery rhymes, whatever. It made such a difference. But I mean, after I think a week or a couple of days, you sort of don't miss it. You kind of go on and do other things. So basically, it is a thing. I did not know. So I actually have a slight internet addiction. I think that's what's going on there. Mind you, I think what sometimes, because like it's easier to let off what I'm thinking sometimes, because in real life when you talk to people about certain things, you don't always get the same understanding as you would when you're on the net with people who think exactly like you. So that could be one part. So as that video showed, right, a person could be fighting whatever, and people will whip out their cameras and put it on the net rather than go and do what they're supposed to do. To the police, to the ambulance, they will film it. Even though sometimes it is good to film some events. I'm coming. See, my daughter's calling me. It's good to film some events and some things so that it can be used in court per se. Mind you, because people put a lot of stuff on the net, things can be used against them in trials and stuff like that. But people forget. Yeah. So I am gonna do this. I'm gonna explain. Hold on. So, do you play video games on the net? Oh, it's too big. Do you play video games on the net in a lot? Are you compulsive shopping online? Can't physically stop checking Facebook? Is your continuous computer use interfering with your daily life, relationship, work, school? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be suffering from internet addiction. Disorder, also commonly referred to compulsive internet use, problematic internet use, or eye disorder, ordinarily debated as a real thing. It is synchronously known as a disorder. So some Dr. Irvine Goldberg, MD, he apparently saw it, who compared it his original model to a pathological gambling. Oh, so this is the hoax of sorts. The disorder has gained ground and has been given serious attention from many researchers, mental health um, consolers, doctors as a true disorder, though not officially recognized as a disorder. Oh, see, it's not really recognized as a disorder. But what I'm gonna look, let me see if they say the causes. So what are the causes? Like most disorders, it's not likely to pinpoint as an exact cause of internet addiction disorder. The disorder is a characteristic of having multi combination of factors. Some evidence suggests that if you are suffering from internet addiction, your brain makeup is similar to those that suffer from a chemical dispe- dependency such as drugs and alcohol. Interestingly, some studies link internet addiction disorder to physically changing the brain structure. So I think that's why, because you're, what you call it, on the net a lot, your brain don't function as normal. So affecting the amount of grey and white matter in the regions of the prefrontal brain. This area of the brain is associated with remembering details, attention planning, doing tasks as well. It is suggested one of the causes of the internet addiction is structurally changes to the prefrontal region of the brain. Oh wow, it's a lot to read. Anyway, let's check the symptoms. So, signs and symptoms of internet addiction disorder may present themselves in both physical and emotional manifestations. Some of the emotional symptoms of internet addiction disorder may include depression, dishonesty, feelings of guilt, anxiety, feeling of exposure of, when using the computer, um, not able to keep up schedules, isolation, no sense of time, defensive, avoidance of work, mood swings, which I don't have those things, fear, loneliness, boredom, routines. And these are the physical symptoms: backache. So that's the RSI. Um, Headaches, insomnia, poor eating, poor hygiene, neck pain, dry eyes, weight gain, weight loss. So the treatment. The first step in the treatment is to recognize that a problem exists. If you do not believe you have the problem, you are not likely to seek treatment. One of the oversearching problems with the internet is that there is often no accountability, no limits. You are hidden behind a screen. Some things that you may say or do online are things you would never do in person. There's a debate with lecture where whether treatment is necessary in the first place. Some believe internet addiction disorder to be a faded illness and suggested that it usually resolves itself on its own. Studies have shown that self-corrective behavior can be achieved successfully. Corrective behaviors include software that controls the internet use and types of sites that be visited, with the minority of professionals in agreement that total abstinence from the computer is not an effective method. Oh, okay. Some professionals argue that the medications. Oh, why would you have medication for a computer problem? Oh, they got groups. Hmm. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. I really OG. I honestly didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know. I didn't know. But it's so strange because you do everything on the computer. Everything, literally. You can watch movies on a computer. You can watch movies on a computer via your TV. What's the next thing you can do? You can. You have to do your emails. Obviously, that's normal. That's everyday kind of thing. Uh, Trying to think of the functional stuff. children have devices as well. So you're giving your children a device to keep them quiet. I do it all the time. I can't lie to you. I do it all the time. Right now, she's in pain right now, and I'm trying to comfort her. So I gave her device, and I'm right after I've done this live, I'm gonna go and do the parently thing. So yeah, it's like wow. Yeah, you're addicted too. I know, it's crazy, right? I just honestly didn't think it was a thing. I did not think it was actually a thing. And this video, let me take the sound off. It's a reality thing, I think. This video, I will say it's a reality thing. How much we use the phones. Person could be falling over. We wouldn't even notice. We're feeding the baby flipping computer. She's feeding the baby Coca-Cola. Facebook, right? Taking the last selfie. I'm like, wow, it's amazing how much things the computer runs your life. Because there's apps that can also help you with dietary, apps that can help you with you actually don't really use your brain that much. There's an app for everything, literally. There's an app for everything. You can go into the Google store now and you can get an app for everything. Um Dietary weight. They got something for people who's got diabetes where it's tested through a computer. Kind of an app. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, so okay, it's an addiction. So so all the the ones who are content creators who's constantly on. Okay, I'm coming. Who's constantly on their computers and stuff like that, which is natural because I do it too. I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't judging nobody. We are addicted to our computers. We're addicted to our laptops, to our smartphones. And when I had my smartphone, I used to really, really thingy it. Used to really deal with it. Anyways, the baby's not well, as you can hear. I'm just gonna be on here very short. This is gonna be the shortest one I ever made. This is gonna be the shortest video I ever made. So, you know, I ain't gonna go into the. I'm gonna have to come back and talk about this because I feel this is interesting. Maybe we need to do a panel on it or something. I don't know. I just like put it out there. It's like we are addicted to our computers, our iPhones, our Apple phones, whatever you name it. We upgrade. Okay, it's like iRobot. Is it not iRobot? Is it no robots? No robots. We're upgrading. Anyway, my daughter's not well. I just want to jump on and I'll speak about this real briefly. So basically, if you do have internet addiction, you have to try and find other stuff to do a little bit and come back to it when time needs to. So there's no doctor can help us. We are really whatever. But I mean, I'm quite good. I don't be on here all the time, innit? I'm not that bad. I'm gonna say. I mean, I'll be watching YouTubes and stuff, but I don't be doing lives a lot. So unless there's nothing to talk about, I don't really come on like that. So it's cool, innit? On my side. So you guys now, content creators. Now I know it's your money on here and you need to get your money's worth. We need to look at our addiction to the computer and the internet. Okay? Okay, right, it's like 8A class. I don't even know how 8A class is, I'm just saying in general. So, it's all good in the hood. We all do it. I do it. I used to take selfies of food. Everything. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of those. I just don't do it because I haven't got a smartphone. I got a brick. I went back to basics. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna come off. I'm gonna come off because my daughter's really crying out. Okay. So thank you, Christine, for passing through, and Big Philly OG, and whoever else is in the clouds. Thank you for passing through. Yes, I am addicted. I'm gonna leave it on the screen now. So I'm going to come off, and I'm gonna say, see you later. Bye.